Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to continue with peyote with a twist, not crochet or Peytwist. So we've done the single seam and the double. And I'm getting quite a collection here. It's so much fun. And now we're going to do something with a pattern. So here are a couple of pattern pieces. Let me move the singles out of the way in the double and I'll show you these pieces. So this is the ubiquitous daisy that we see a lot, and this one is just a zigzag pattern, and they're so much fun and to do and so pretty, especially with spring coming. So I think we're going to make this one today. So what it will do is I will show you a pattern, and I'll give you some pointers on how to read that pattern, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do some beading. So what I'm going to do is, because I'll have a couple of clips that are a little bit longer, I'm going to put a timestamp somewhere on the screen or in the description box below the video to where the beading actually starts. So if you just want to skip over all the part like where you're learning to sort of how to read a Peytwist pattern, you don't have to do that. So I'm going to clear the decks, get a materials list going, and we'll get started. Okay, let's get a materials list going. So you're going to need 4 colors of seed beads. So we need an A, B, a C, and a D. The A is the green here. It's the accent bead, and it's I tried to make some vines on this. It's so much fun to experiment. The B bead is going to be your background bead. C is the petals of the flower, and D is the interior of the flower. I just did more of a contrast with this black one. You'll need a stop bead, some 8-pound Fireline. I'm using black satin, size 10 beading needle, and I need a clasp. If you're making the 11-0, I will put in the description box below the video where I bought these bead caps, the glue-in end caps. Plus I have this pretty big lobster claw, which I can also put a link to where I purchased that one. Don't forget to click the down arrow or the show more so that you will get all the information for everything, colors of beads, size of beads, where I purchased my beads, coupon codes for the tray, for the mat, and all kinds of info down there that might be interesting or that I might have forgotten to share with you during the video. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Okay, moving on, I'm going to clear the decks and we're going to continue. All right, see you in a few. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to share with you how I created the pattern, and then I want to show you a little bit how to read a peyote with a twist pattern in case you don't want to just use a word chart. You want to actually look at the graphic and read the pattern. All right, so this is how I did the bracelet. So I downloaded a free version of the Beadtool 4. It's an online beading program, and it has all the grids for peyote and brick stitch and such. As I said, you can download a free version. You can print or save, so clearly I bought it, but I would just check out the free version first to see if you really want to be able to print and save everything, because it's about $50. So you might just want to play with the free version and see if you like it. I have nothing to do with the company, nothing. I don't know them or anything. I just want to show you how I did this, and then I'll give you an alternative. So when you print the pattern, you get, your bead legend. It even tells you how many beads that you need of each bead color, and then you get a chart. And this is a chart I made of peyote with a twist for this bracelet here, and I'm going to show you how to read this in a few minutes. All right, so you get the chart, and then you get the word chart, which is like the first thing I go for when I'm looking for when I'm doing a peyote pattern, because it's just easier to use a word chart. However, when you learn to read this chart, it opens up a whole new world. So if there's a chart, if you want to make it, you will know how to read it and know how to bead it. So it gives you the entire thing here. So if you purchase it, this is what you can do. If you don't purchase it, you can't print or save. However, you can play with the program. It's a lot of fun. I'll put a link in the description box below the video so you can play with it and have a lot of fun with it. However, so here, I just want to show you, so here's the chart that we're going to learn how to read. And you can just download some graph paper on it's freebie on most bead websites. You can just print it, and you can make your own pattern, which is a whole lot of fun also. I just took colored pencils and I colored in. So, and I did it by color. So you don't have to go through the whole computer program. You can very easily just color it in yourself. All right, so let's take a look at this pattern. So I'll show you, so I can show you how to read, do a little bit of reading here. All right, so with Peyote with a Twist, this is single seam, and it is 10 beads wide, and then, you know, whatever the length of your bracelet. So on Peyote with a Twist, we're going to start here in this upper corner, this A bead. We're going to bead in flat even count peyote for 11 rows. I believe this is row 11. Okay, and then we're going to connect this bead over here. It's going to connect to this bead, and it's going to be the first bead. This bead here is going to be the first bead of row 12. Now, you know, I know that's like pretty fast, but you just have to keep doing it to learn it. That's my experience. And the more you do it, the more you learn it, because you're looking at it flat here, but it's going to be, you know, it's not going to be flat anymore. It's going to be tubular. So one other thing, I printed out this from the program, so you can print out each page separately or all of them together. And I just wanted to show you, so here, let's say this is my beaded piece, and I want to show you what happens when you, so here it is flat, and what happens when you twist it around. This was so much fun, and I really learned a lot. Here, that's the connection point right there, see that? So if you do this, you can just do this with a regular piece of paper, just to just get an idea of what it looks like. So it's having a 3D version in paper really helped me sort of understand how the connection goes here. See that? All right, so that was fun. All right, so I printed out a blank sheet also, and I just want to show you a little bit on how to read a pattern, and then you're just going to have to practice. All right, so we start, as I was saying, we start up here on the right, and we're going to put on the first 2 rows. So what I've done is I just printed this blank one out just to isolate the first 2 rows, because it's just easier for me to read it that way. If you're really good at reading peyote, let me pull in pretty tight here. If you're really good at reading peyote without this, then I say go for it. All right, so here we're starting here. So our first 2 rows, we're going to have 3 A's, a C, 2 B's, a C, 2 B's, and an A. So here, I'm going in this direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the diagonal to reveal the next row, which is going to go this direction. So here, going on the diagonal. So my next row is going to be an A, 2 C's, an A, and a B. So now I'm going back this direction. I'm going to go on the diagonal and reveal the next row. So here's my next row. An A, a B, an A, a D, and a B. Going back this way. Go on the diagonal. My next row is going to be an A, a C, a C, a C, a B, and a B. And that's it. That's how you're going to read the pattern. So if I go back this way, so I'm going on the diagonal again. So now I'm in this direction. My next row is going to be an A, a B, a C, and an A. And then I want to go back. I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to keep doing that all the way down. And that's how I'm going to read my pattern. So really, if you like cut out one of these little gizmos, you don't have to use the bead tool. Just use some peyote graph paper and just cut it out. It makes it so easy to read it. And I'd really suggest that you learn how to read any kind of peyote pattern that's, you know, just a graphic here, because it's really helpful. I mean, the word charts are great, but it's great this kind of really teaches you how it works and such. So to me, learning that is always good. All right, so I'm going to clear the decks. I'm going to get all my beads ready. I'm going to start beading. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so before we start beading, I just wanted to give you a shot here of the bead chart. I just thought it would be easier than putting it somewhere for you to download it. So what you can do is just take a screenshot of it and put it on your phone, or you can, you know, save it to your photos or something. So you have the chart so you can finish. So just to recap, rows 1 through 11, here you're going to connect, and you'll see that on the video, and then rows 12 through 21 is the repeat. So you're going to do 12 through 21, then go back to 12 through 21, 12 through 21, keep doing that until the bracelet is the length that you like. Okay, see you in a few. Okay, so thread your needle with about 5 or 6 feet of thread. Put on a stop bead, and you want to leave about a 12-inch tail so you can use that tail to sew the end. Maybe even 14 inches. So I've picked up my first 2 rows and I've dropped them down to my stop bead. So I have 3 A's, a C, 2 B's, a C, 2 B's, and an A. Now I'm going to do some flat, even count peyote. So row 3, I'm going to put on an A. So I'm going to skip this first bead. So through the next one. Like that. I'm going to pick up a C, skip this guy, so through the next one. I'm going to pick up another C, skip this one, so through the next one. Pick up an A, skip this one, so through the next one. I'm going to pick up a B, skip this guy, after that last bead. Move my stop bead out of the way a little bit. Tighten that up. This is what we have. Oops. Okay. Now some people flip it when they bead. I just bead up and down. So I'm going to row 4 now. I'll just straighten myself out a little bit. I'm going to pick up an A. I'm going to sew through the sticking out bead. I'm going to pick up a B. Sew through the next sticking out bead. I'm going to pick up an A, sew through the next bead, sticking out bead. I'm going to pick up a D, sew through the next sticking out bead. And I'm going to pick up a B, sew through that last sticking out bead. Now I'm going to come back down again. Pick up an A. Sew through the sticking out bead. I'm going to pick up a C. Sew through that next sticking out bead. Pick up another C. Sew through the next sticking out bead. I'm going to pick up a B. Sew through the next one. Going to pick up another B. Whoops. Sew through the next one. Get that in. All right, just like that. So you can always already see the pattern emerging. So I'm going to stop here in case you need to, go back or anything. And then the next clip, we're going to do another group of rows. Okay, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So we have the first 5 rows on, and the way you can tell is you have 3 here. Count these 3 and 2. 2, so you have 5 rows on. So we're going to row 6, an A, a B, a B, a C, and an A. Let's do row 7, A, another A, a B, a C, and a B. Let's go to row 8, an A, a C, another C, an A, and a B. Let's go to row 9, an A, a B, an A, a D, and a B. Let's go to row 10, 1A, oops, one A, a C, another C, a B, and another B. Let's do row 11, an A, a B, a B, a C, and an A. Okay, so now you see we have 11 rows on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so I'm going to stop there, let you catch up if you need to, and then we're going to join in the next clip. All right, see you in a few. Okay, before we join, I just wanted to pull the chart out so you can see where we are. So here we are, here, here. We're going to join from here to here, then we're going to come back through here. So let me just pull my chart out of the way. So here we are. See where my stop bead is? Okay, so I'm exiting here, just going to sew through this one. So that's the join bead up at the top there. And then I'm going to sew through this bead right here. I'll leave it open so you can see the join, the thread path. Okay, see that? I know it's hard to see, but when I pull, so here now I'm holding it, see where my stop bead is? I've just kind of pulled, when I pull it, it just pulled around a little bit, so my stop bead's on the bottom now. And now I'm joined. So when I pull, this is what it looks like. Alright, so I'm just going to let you get the join down because, you know, for those of you who haven't done it too much, you may want to get it done. You may want to practice it a little bit. Alright, so get that done and then meet me back here and we'll continue with our rows. Alright, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, so let's continue on. So we've connected. Get myself situated here. Like that. So now we're going to continue with row 12. Okay, and this is where we're going to start the pattern repeat. So let me move this guy out of the way. Okay, so row 12, it's going to be an A. Just go through the sticking out bead. And all we're doing here is up and down and up and down. That's how it's going to grow. We're just going to bead up, then we're going to bead down, up and down. Okay, so we're going to put on an A. A B. Just going through the sticking out beads. A C. And a B. do row 13, an A, and back down, a C, a C, an A, and a B. So here we're going to do our turn. So the bead is going to fit right here between the bead here where my thread is coming out of. I'm going to sew through this bead right here. It's going to place the bead right where it should be, right between these two. I'm going to sew up through the bead that's right next to the bead you're coming out of and the bead you put on. Okay, row 14, a B, an A, a D, and a B. Now row 15, an A, a C, and you can see the pattern emerging a little more, another C, you can almost figure it out at this point, a B, and a B. So we're going to turn again, so we're exiting here, just going to sew through this bead, here's where it's going to go, pull, sew through the bead that's right up through the bead that's next to the bead you're exiting, and through that last bead that you put on. Give it a pull at that point. So we'll do row 16, 2 B's, so a B, sorry I'm getting carried away there, a B, so a B, 1 B, 1 B, 1 C, and an A, and that's what we have. So with this, we've just finished row 16. So I'm going to stop there, just in case I'm going a little too fast and you need to catch up. Okay, so we've just finished row 16. We'll come back and do row 17. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, let's do row 17. So an A, another A, a B, a C, and a B. I'm going to connect here, so here, exiting here, this little space here, that bead in, so up through the bead next to the one you're exiting, turn around, and through the last bead you put on. Row 17, let's go row 18, 2 C's, or a C, a C, an A, and a B. So 18, let's go 19, an A, a B, an A, you guessed it, a D, and a B. So again, we're going to, our last bead, putting our last bead on in between these two, here. It's going to fit right in. It's going to place it where it should be between these 2 beads. Sew up through the bead right next to the one you're coming out of, and the last one you put on. row 20, C, C, B, and another B. Then row 21, A, B, B, C, and an A. So we're going to turn around again. So here we're exiting here. So through this one, up through this one, and through the bead you. Last bead you put on. So this is what it looks like. That's the pattern repeat there. So kind of cute, huh? Even actually in the 8/0s, it's kind of cute. All right, so all you're going to do at this point is you're going to repeat from row 12, and here I'll show you, here's my paper. Row 12 through 21. This is the same one that I put on an earlier clip, 12 through 21. So we've done 21, go back to 12. Do it again, go back to 12, do it again, go back, until it's long enough. All right, and then meet me back here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to bring these ends up so that you can put a clasp on it. All right, have fun. See you soon. Okay, we're back. So I've finished my sample, and we're going to, and you should have finished your length, so now we're going to do the ends, and we're going to bring this end up to here so it meets, and you can get a clasp on. All right, we're going to do it in our pattern. So the next row we're going to do, because we've done 21, is row 12, and I'm just going to show you, those of you using the bead chart, just real quick, and then we're going to actually do it on the piece, because I think if you do, while you're doing it on the piece, you can always look at the chart. I think it's going to be easier to learn that way. So here's row 12, A, B, C, B. That's going to be a normal row. And we're going to bead in a second, so you don't have to go rush and do anything. All right? So then we go to row 13, we're going to skip the first bead. Okay? We're going to skip that A. And then we're going to skip the B on the next row, the C on the next row, and we're just going to keep doing that all the way down until your piece is even at the top. Now I know that seemed confusing, but if you look at the chart while I'm doing the demo on the piece, I think it'll become clear. And also it's going to be on the screen, so don't worry about that. All right, so we're at row 12, so let's just put that on. A, B, C, and a B. All right, so this is where we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to row 13 now. So I'm not going to put the first A on, so I want to come through this bead. So I don't want any bead here. So I'm just going to sew through these two. Now this is also in the beginning video, the first video, how to do this. All right, I'm going to sew up to this one. This is just to get my thread in position, and down through this one. Okay, so now row 13 is going to be 2 C's, an A, and a B, because we dropped the A. 2 C's, so a C, a C, an A, and a B. I'm going to turn around. Okay, so now row 14 is B, A, D, B. So when we're going up, you're not decreasing in this way, other than just not adding a bead at the end. So it's very easy. So on row 14, you'll have room for 3 beads. 1, 2, 3, B, A, D. So bad. D, C, and I don't have room to put that last B on, so I'm just going to turn around and decrease again. So sew through that one, sew through that one, through that one, and then through this one. Now we're coming out of the black bead. Okay, so now row 15 is 1 A, 2 C's, and 2 B's. So I just have room for 3 beads, so I'm decreasing. And you can look at your bead chart if you want. But so if I have room for 3 beads, I have to put the last 3 beads on because I'm doing it in pattern. Okay, so it would be 1A, 2 C's, and 2 B's. So I'm going to knock off the 1A and the 1C, and I'm going to put on 1C and 2 B's. So I've just knocked off the first 2 beads. So that's a C and 2 B's. Now I'm going to turn around again. So you just look at your word chart or your pattern and it'll show you, you can calculate where you have to put the beads on because you're knocking off, you're decreasing. All right, so 16. 16 is not a worry because you're starting from the beginning here. So it's going to be 2 B's, a C, and an A. So all I'm going to get on here are 2 B's. Okay, and you know it's right because the C would be here, so we're doing it right. Okay, so I'm going to turn around again. Okay, that was row 16. So row 17, we have to knock off the first 3 beads, right? Because we only have room for 2 beads. So row 17 is 2A, a B, C, and a B. So we have to knock off 2 A's and a B. And put on the C and the B. Like that. Turn around. Okay, so row 18, we're just going up, so you're just going to put on a C. Just like that. Around like that, like that. We have one more bead to put on, so that would be row 19. Okay, so row 19 is an A, a B, an A, a D, and a B. So you only have room for 1 bead, so we're starting from the beginning. So you're going to knock off the A, B, A, D, and you can put on a B. Or you're just going to skip putting those on because you can't put them on because we've decreased. So that's sort of, I think, it's for me an easy way of figuring it out. I hope it is for you too. All right, so now you can put a bead here. I usually don't. Depends. If I'm, doing a bangle, then we have to make sure that everything is in order there. I'm just putting an end cap on, so I'm just going to sew around. Sometimes when you just pull that together, it narrows the end a bit, so you have, you get in your end cap easily. I'm not too worried about it, but here I am in pattern in my ending. All right, so get that done. Meet me back here and we'll tackle the other side. Okay, we're back. So here the end is done, and I hope that worked out for you. Learning this, it just takes a lot of repetition. You're not going to get it in the first, the first try. It really takes some time. So now we're going to close up the other end. So here's the other end here. So in order to close this end up, we have to start here and go up there, okay? There's nothing up there. So we need to find this row, A, B, C, A, B, B, C, A, in the pattern somewhere. It's around all over the place, but I just ended up doing it right here, okay? So I'm just going to do one, just show you on the bead chart real quick, and then we're going to use the word chart. So A, B, B, C, A. Okay, so here's where the pattern repeat is, and I just want to show you on the piece. So here's where the row is. It starts here. Okay, this is this row. A, B, B, C, and an A. So that A is always going to be on here, and that's going to be important to know when we start beading. All right, so when we go up, so we're going this way now, your next row is going to be C, C, B, B. Okay, so here's A, B, B, C, A, and here's the next row. So here we're going from row 21, and we're working this way. All right, so let me pull this aside. So the next row that we have to put on is 2 C's and 2 B's. Now notice, again on our word pattern, when we're coming down this way is when we put 5 beads on, right? But we're at this row now. We're at the row where we're putting just 4, so that would be going up, right? So we have to do the inverse here, so we're going to have to put the 4 beads where the 5 bead row is, and that's how we're going to do each row as we close. So in order for me to get 4 beads on here, I have to exit this bead here. So just like we did when we were reducing, I'm just going to come around. Okay, and my next row is 2 C's. I'll leave this out. Well, no, I want to put it up there, so I'm not going to leave it out. Okay, so the next row is going to be 2 C's and 2 B's. Two B's. Now I'm going to turn around. Okay, just like before. So here we are. So I'm putting it here because I think my words are going to go up there. I put that in after, so okay, so 2 C's and 2 B's. So now the next row is A, B, A, D, B. So remember, this row already has the A in right here because we've sort of done the inverse, right, on how we're putting our rows on. So you're just never going to put that A on. Okay, so we need to put the B, the A, and the D. And because we're reversing, decreasing, we can't put any more beads on, so I'm going to turn around. Decrease again. Okay, so the next row, I mean it's up there, but it will be up there, or it is up there now. Okay, so A, B, A, D, A. So the next row is 2 C's, an A, and a B. Okay, so to decrease, we have to take off 1 C. So it's going to be C, A, and B. C, A, and a B. Turn around. Okay. The next row is 2 A's, a B, C, and a B. So you have the 1 A on. This is always that first A. So 2 A's, a B, C, and a B. So I'm just going to put on 1 A and a B. Oh, excuse me, 2. I'm just going to put on 1 A, sorry, and a B. All right, like that. I'm going to turn around like I did before. And I lost my thread, so just give me a sec to get my thread back on. So here I am. So I did 2 A's and a B, C, B, so we just got the A and the B on. And then we're going to reduce again, or decrease again. So 2 B's, a C, and an A. So we can only fit 2 beads on, so we're only going to put on here the last 2 beads because we've been reducing. So just a C. I can only fit the C and the A on. I'm going to turn around. Now we're going up again, so we're going to be doing the A, 2 C's, and 2 B's. So because I've reduced so much, here's my A. So then all we're putting on here is just one C because we only have room for one B. So here's the A. And I'm going to put on a C. I'm going to turn around. And then we're going with the next row is 1B, an A, D, and a B. So I can only fit one bead, so I have to knock off one A, where am I going? Let me just get back. Okay, I have to knock off one B, an A, a D, and just put the B on. Okay, so see, even I'm a little bit confused, but I think we're right here. Okay. So I've just put the last bead of row 14 on. Then I'm going to come up like that, and I'm done. Okay, I know that is confusing, and then I'm just going to sew around, add a bead here if you want, and end the piece off so I can put the clasps on. So just keep rewinding. I'm also going to post a link to a video that I watched from Beads Direct USA, where she demonstrates how to do the ends, and that might be helpful too. So check that out also. It's in the description box below the video. All right, so at this point, you are just going to put on your clasps. I'm not going to do that. Go back to the first video. That's where I show you how to glue in the clasps. I just wanted to mention that I just got this clasp in the mail. This is for, it's an 8mm inner diameter, and it's a metallic clasp, and it's called the Bamboo Clasp. I ordered it from Jill Wiseman Designs, and it's beautiful. I just didn't get it in time to use it on the 11-0s, on the bracelets that are made out of the 11s. But I wanted to share it with you, and I'll put a link to this particular clasp in the description box below the video. So here are our bracelets. I'm not going to go crazy with the ending here. This would normally go right there. I love it, and it's a super strong magnet. Wow, that's awesome. So check that out too. All right, so here are our bracelets. Keep practicing. Practice over and over, and it's going to click. All right, so I'm just going to end with this by saying thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.